Good evening, everybody. Today is Tuesday, December 8th, 2020, and the time is, what's the time? What's the time? I don't know what the time is, but it's all good. It don't really matter. I just wanted to see if there's an angel number that was with us. You know, a little angel that was going to stop by. But you know, my angels are always with me. So, and they're also going to be joining us in this reading that I'm about to get started. I got dressed because I plan on taking myself out to eat, actually. So I wanted to get this done right now so I can start my evening and vlog. So anyways, I'm going to start this reading off with a prayer, and I'm going to be pulling you guys 2 messages. Okay, so let's get it popping. All right. God, angel guides, divine collective, ancestors, please join me as I pull these 2 special messages that need to be heard by my fellow Pisces. God, ancestors, angel guides, divine collective, please join me so I can help channel any messages that my Pisces need to hear. I'm going to be pulling 1 card from the top and 1 card from the bottom. Angel guides, ancestors. Hold on, guys. Sorry, I'm still working on my little shuffle. There we go. All right, I think I'm going to do this like 2 more times just to make sure I get a cool little shuffle in. Because y'all already know, like, I'm not the best at this. So I'm still practicing. But let's get it going. All right, 1 last time, okay? All right. Let's get it. All right, top message is death and rebirth. Okay? And the last message is power. Okay. Let's see what this is about. And I do have my crystals with me. I have one in my pocket, my rose quartz heart. And I do have my other crystals right here. So, and my third eye is right there. Okay. These are the 2 messages that were pulled for you guys today. This is the first message, death and rebirth. And the second message is power. So, let's see what this is about. So, the first poem that belongs with the first message with death and rebirth is, I give you life, I give you death, it is all one. You travel the spiral path, the internal path that is existence, ever becoming, ever growing, ever changing. Nothing dies that is not reborn. Nothing is born that does not die. When you come to me, I welcome you home. Then I take you into my womb, my cauldron of transformation, where you are stirred and sifted, blended and boiled, melted and mashed, reconstituted, then recycled. You always come back to me. You always go forth renewed. Death and rebirth are but points of transition along the eternal path. Okay. So the meaning of the card. Serdewin's appearance in your life heralds a time of death and rebirth. Something is dying and needs to be let go of, so something new can be born. We know the earth's dance of death and rebirth as the seasons. Matter cannot be created or destroyed, but undergoes transformation. So do we. To live fully in wholeness, we need to accept life and all that it is, which includes death and rebirth. Let go of what does not serve you in your wholeness. Perhaps you have reached the end of a cycle, a relationship, a job, and you fear of letting it go, or feel that you are dying when only a piece of you needs to give away to the new. Perhaps the idea that there is death and only death is too painful for you to accept. Living in a patriarchal, patriarchal culture has deprived most of us of the goddess's ways of death and rebirth. Wholeness is nurtured when we become conscious that every step on the path of life is also a step towards death and rebirth. Wholeness is achieved when we can say yes and do our dance with death and rebirth. Serdwin says, "You will always get back what you give to me. It will be changed, it will be transformed, and you will get it back." Excuse me. So, death and rebirth is your guys' energy right now. This may not resonate for everybody right now, because some people have already died and rebirthed themselves into something new, and they have already been flourishing and they're on top of their shit, period. Some people are about to experience their death, and some people are literally, they already kind of died through a cycle, and now they're in the caterpillar phase, to where now they're about to bloom into this beautiful butterfly. And it's really just only a matter of time before you see it in your 3D reality, which is your external world. So pretty much I feel like this card, because as you can see, if you see right here, this, all of this right here, oh no, it's my nails, sorry. Okay, but pretty much all of this right here shows that it's her face in different phases of the moon. And she always goes through a cycle. And, you know, she's always going through a cycle pretty much. And, you know, right here, it looks like she's stirring up the pot. Like she like, I'm finna create some shit. Like, y'all don't even, I'm cooking it up. You know what I'm saying? She going crazy. And it's just like some of y'all, if you haven't done this already, you need to get to it. Y'all need to get in the kitchen and start whipping shit. Whipping something. Whip up your new look. Whip up a new personality. Go in the bathroom. Cut your hair. Go crazy. Go do something. Try something new and flourish. You know what I'm saying? This is a time for you to really become something that you've never been before, that you've kind of lagged on. And the only reason why I say this is the time is because really, what else is there to do? Honestly, I'll be completely real. Like, if you haven't really expanded yourself to the point where you want to start something new with your life, or you're working on something so you can get somewhere else into your life, you're not really working on any type of purpose or trying to achieve any goal. And regardless of your situation, it can even be a small transformation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can overcome an anger issue. You can overcome just about anything that really is just harboring your growth and prosperity. I feel like, honestly, everybody's kind of going through their own cycles of death and rebirth, but especially for Pisces, you know, I'm a Pisces myself, and I can definitely say like that energy really does resonate with me, but it also resonated with me like the way that it's resonating with me now, because I used to do my own readings. I still do though. But when I first did this and I had pulled that card out for myself, at that time, it felt like I was going through my death. Now I kind of feel like I'm about to prosper into my rebirth. And, you know, it's kind of taken a lot of soul searching, a lot of inner work to kind of get to where I'm at right now within myself, because, you know, like, for instance, like, it's not easy to attain self-discipline. And that's one thing that can really help you go through your death and rebirth. I feel like a lot of people lack a lot of self-discipline because they kind of like give up on themselves, or they kind of just like fall short within themselves because they're trying to keep up with everybody else and other stuff that just truly doesn't matter. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. But anyways, like, you know, this is a time for you to just like kind of like tap into yourself. You know, this all just goes to show that, especially like, let's say you were down and out, you can die from that cycle and rebirth into an abundance one. And I would know, because I used to be somebody who was homeless. I used to be somebody who worked a fast food job. I used to be somebody who was just going through the most. And I feel like I've overcome a lot of that stuff within inside of me, because a lot of the people that used to fuck me over, a lot of the people who have used me, a lot of the people who just doubted me and like just made it seem like I wasn't anything, and they would just like always try to compare me to them. I see how the tables have turned, and it's just quite it's quite amusing in my reality now to kind of look back at how people used to carry me and how I used to carry myself and how I was treated. And now, like, I feel like all of that energy, all of that nonsense and stuff that I went through has fueled me in a way to where I'm just like manifesting like a complete beast at this time. Mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, everything. Like, not a real beast physically, but I've definitely been working on my body and trying to keep myself intact. And, you know, this is a time to really just like work on yourself. Like, even if it's hard because this is something that you're not used to. And, you know, I'm sorry, y'all. I went to sleep really late and I woke up at like 5 a.m. So don't mind me if I yawn. But anyways, like, this is just really a time for people to like kind of just like let go of a lot of old shit, let go of shit that don't serve you. It don't matter if it's family, friends, a job, if you need to get rid of a couch, let it go. I've been thinking about selling my couch. So, if you think about letting go of some old furniture, let it go. Let go take out the trash, literally. Empty out anything you don't need and don't serve you no valuable purpose. Like, I just feel like it's that time. Okay, I'm so sorry. It's like, for me, like, I've been looking at this season different. A lot of people have been like, it's cuffing season. I'm trying to cuddle. And don't get me wrong, I would love to cuddle. But I also looked at it as, nigga, like, this is cutoff season. Like, excuse my language, but like, this is cutoff season. Like, anything that don't, like, if you don't serve me any type of value into my life and you can't teach me something, or if you can't really add anything positive and in our exchanges, like, I'm not going to talk to you. I will cut you off easy. Like, I don't mind. Honestly, it's really nothing. Like, and I'm glad that I went through that, because that's a part of my rebirth, learning how to like not care about cutting people off and just being real about it. Because I used to be somebody who just used to feel like I can't cut this person off, they need me. And it's just like, I don't care who needs you. Like, you need yourself more than anybody else. And you can't be you if you don't got you. And if you're here trying to help everybody else, who there for you? Not many people. And it's not a good feeling to know that you put in all this work and then nobody's there for you the way that you're there for everybody else. So maybe it's really time for you to go through a transformation and let go of that shit from the past and move on to the new and get into the new phase of the moon. Get into a new phase of yourself. Tap into yourself. Use yourself as inspiration. Look at your progress as inspiration. It's about that time that we just let all the old stuff die and bring out the new. That was a long blink. Y'all see now, I was like, because I'm tired. Sorry, guys. Like, I literally only got like 3 hours of sleep. But anyways, this is the other card. Lilith power. All right, so let's get it popping. I dance my life for myself. I am whole. I am complete. I say what I mean. I mean what I say. I dance the dark and the light, the conscious and the unconscious, the sane and the insane, and I speak from myself authentically, with total conviction, without regard of how I might look. All the parts of myself flow into the whole. All my divergent selves unite as one. I listen to what needs to be heard. I never make excuses. I feel my feelings deeply and profoundly. I never hide. I live my sexuality to please myself and pleasure others. I express it as it needs to be expressed from the core of myself, from the wholeness of my dance. I am female. I am sexual. I am power, and I am greatly feared. The meaning of the card. Lilith appears to tell you to take your power back. Where are the places you have lost or given away your power? What beliefs do you hold that deny your power? Have you been told that powerful women never find mates, or that women can't have power because that makes them unfeminine? Have you been teased, shunned, orchestrated by others when you've stepped into your power? Are you afraid of misusing your power to dominate or manipulate? Lilith says the way to wholeness for you now lies in acknowledging that you're not connecting with your power. Then second, coming into terms with accepting and accepting your power. So this is something that I feel like a lot of us need to hear, because let's say you went through the death and the rebirth phase, right? And you're in your power, but you don't really know how to accept how powerful you are. This is something that a lot of us can lack in. And this is kind of why we always end up, or not why we, but let's say you kind of catch yourself falling into a pattern to where you may get into your power, you may start feeling a certain type of way, but then you catch yourself slipping hella fast because you don't know how powerful you are, and it scares you. And it's just don't be scared of your own power. If people feel the need to respect you or feel the need to do things for you, don't fight that. You earned that shit because you put in the work. So now you walk around and you carry yourself as value, and you let people come to you with anything that they want other than toxic shit. So people have great, valuable offerings. If people want to have your time, if people want to spoil you or whatever it is, give you gifts, be in that power and let people give to you. Be a receiver. It's time for you to receive your rewards from anybody who wants to give them to you, including God. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of us Pisces have been very emotional wrecks. So we have allowed people to step all over us. We have allowed ourselves to get into these toxic relationships. We have been heartbroken. We have just not been able to accept the fact that we're very intuitive. We're very knowledgeable, and our emotions are one of our strongest powers, because that means that we can manifest a lot easier because we can feel, and especially more in depth versus a lot of other people. And yeah, some people might say that that's vulnerable, but that's power. That's real power, to know how and when you're going to get vulnerable and how you can control that or use it for your highest good. That's true power. And that's the thing that people don't try to tell you, that's power. Don't let people try to play you out. Don't become emotionalist and stuff, you know what I'm saying? I don't know who needed to hear that, but I feel like that somebody needed to hear that. And, also stop being afraid of your own power. If you can see how powerful you are and you're afraid of you using it in a bad way, then don't set any bad intentions. Have some self-discipline and teach yourself and control yourself to where you're not doing things for the wrong reasons. You're doing it because you love to do it and you would love to be there. I'm so sorry, guys. I feel bad. I feel like somebody's going to be like, why is she keep yawning? Around? But, I just, because I just know a lot of feminines, this is definitely, I feel like for divine feminines, we're all kind of slowly but surely stepping into our power. And some females kind of get worried about how powerful they are. And I'm like, why are you worried? And it's just I don't know. I just and I'm like, girl, no, don't back down from your own power. That's a gift from God. You don't let nobody make you feel bad about being yourself. You don't let nobody make you feel bad for I don't know how to explain it, but you just can't let people or outside circumstances, rip your power away like that. You need to hold on to that shit. You got to ground it, and you got to become consistent with using it in the right way. Even if it do attract weirdos or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Do things because you love them. Use your power for good and accept that you have it. Excuse me. And be grateful, because not a lot of people have that power. Not a lot of people have what you have. So, take your power back and use it for good, and use it for something that will help you. Anyone else crazy? Look what happened when I flipped over the card deck anyway. Inspiration. See, what happens is once you step into your power, And once you go through your death and rebirth and you step into your power, you're going to end up getting inspired. Okay. And when you get inspired, you're just going to be able to nourish yourself. You're going to be able to like take care of yourself in a different way that, and I don't know, like you just can't doubt yourself in those situations. You have to always believe in yourself, and you have to believe that, you're going to reach that goal. And as long as you stay within your power, it's possible. No matter how long it takes God to give it to you, I would say. So just remember that at the end of the day, okay, guys? This reading's not going to be much longer. I do have some stuff that I need to go do. But I do appreciate you for tuning in and watching me yawn. But I also appreciate you for tuning into my, my YouTube channel in general. I definitely feel like I know what I'm going to call this on the title. So if you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns, then you can hit me up at the email and Instagram that I link below. I appreciate you. Sorry, guys. I appreciate you for just pretty much everything. And I hope you guys have a good night. Love you. Bye.